All right, so now we're going to start the speakers. And we're going to have them come up and tell their story. You know, everyone has a story, don't they? And every story, I believe, ultimately has a purpose. You know, when we look at life, when you get to ask questions of a wise man or a wise woman, as I've got to do on many occasions for Brittany Kaiser, and picking her brain, you gain wisdom. So today, it's my honor and pleasure to bring up Oscar Bellei, so we can learn what he knows. Thank you, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Pleasure to meet you all. My name is Oscar. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Agoraverse, and I'm going to talk to you today about, well, the Metaverse and, of course, our upcoming partnership with the DigitalBits blockchain. I have a lot to talk about, so yeah, I'll start off right off. Kind of give you an introduction about the company, about how we started. It started really with a group of friends passionate by the blockchain, the Metaverse, video games, NFTs that really got together around an idea, around creating this NFT collection on the Solana blockchain called the Lofts Business Club. And we started a project this year, actually, in January. It got really popular. We managed to build a community that is still going strong today. And in February, we managed to completely sell out the collection, raising quite a nice amount, and also, again, strengthening a community and developing our product. That all being said, the idea behind the NFT collection was that the holders of the NFTs would have access to their private virtual apartments that we call the lofts. And the lofts, they come in three shapes. We have the standard one, which is our basic offering. We also have the premium loft, which is our kind of mid-tier offering. And finally, the exclusive loft, which is our most, well, exclusive one. This was all well and done, and the lofts are actually released. Their owners have been, enjoying them, customizing them, and, have been able to invite people over there and discuss about it. And since then, we also decided that we needed to do a bit more with the concept of Metaverse. That simply doing virtual apartments was all good and well, but it didn't really serve a purpose. So we really decided to focus on the e-commerce side of things, which is why being here for DigitalBits and being part of their dedication to consumer brands is important for us. With the idea behind the e-commerce Metaverse, we were looking to have a wider impact than simply just those virtual properties that were not used for anything. We also had the need to stay realistic with what was achievable in terms of technical possibilities. And also, we realized that there is an amazing market opportunity because the Metaverse has been a trend for a while now. And businesses have been, looking exactly how to get into it and mostly to be associated with it. But they haven't really understood yet how to really leverage it. So first off, let's kind of imagine what an e-commerce Metaverse really looks like. With some technology that we already know about. We know that 3D models are already used on websites, and that is something that we can leverage in these environments. We also know that we can create those multiplayer online occasions where people can talk to each other, actually exchange around what they're purchasing. And we can also have the experience of augmented reality, which has been getting traction and is getting more and more popular. And in an even crazier future, we could imagine having special gloves that would let you feel the product, actually get a greater sense of the product. This is all done for the user to get a better understanding and to be more informed about their purchase. But that being said, why are businesses not really looking into the Metaverse as much as we may think they are? There are a couple of, well, issues with it. The Metaverse, especially the established ones, are not really affordable to any brand or company. The biggest ones, of course, being Decentraland or Sandbox, are, well, the entry price is quite high. It's not necessarily user-friendly as well. There is a barrier of entry for the common user to get into, well, crypto-centric metaverses. Or the more typical metaverses that are video game experiences. Sometimes some metaverses run into the issue that they're not realistic enough and the products cannot be showcased in their true nature. There is also an accessibility issue that we are, well, which is the most important issue, that we know attention span is getting shorter and shorter, and things have to be accessible extremely quickly. And it's also the case that it's still a very new concept and idea, and it hasn't really proven itself yet. Now, that's where we step in. We are Agoraverse, and we believe that we can make shopping metaverse experiences very easy. We can build what we call meta shops. And meta shops are as though 3D branded online shop where you can showcase and sell product and services in a true Web3 fashion. The whole idea behind a meta shop is to enhance the user experience around the purchase of a product. We know that in a lot of cases, users value the experience more than the actual product. And we believe that with a meta shop, we can do more than a traditional web page, and we can even do more than a real-life store by bringing in those crazy video game-like experiences that are very unique only to the virtual world. We are basing our case on 3 pillars. We believe that we need the wow effect. Whenever the user gets in a meta shop, it has to be the first time he sees something like that. It has to really gain his attention. It also has this entertaining value that is so ingrained in video games. The user has to be loving browsing for products because it's a fun experience. It feels like playing a game almost without being one. And there is a social element which is so prevalent with the metaverse, is that users can now shop with a friend online when it was a really single-minded experience beforehand. Or to just, have the opinion around the product, say, no, this doesn't fit your metaverse avatar, or just to relax. On the seller aspect, on the meta shop owners aspect, we believe that we can increase conversion rate. We also believe that meta shops are, of course, targeted at a more younger audience, which is a new way of accessing those audiences for some companies. It's also a way to diversify revenue, because there is a whole blockchain aspect that we are leveraging and that I will be going more in depth in a second. Of course, there's the hype factor. The metaverse has been a trend for a while now. You see metaverse news, big luxury brands interested in it, organizing events. That's the real marketing value of it. We also believe we can increase the average basket size, because the longer the user stays in the meta shop and looks around, the more inclined he will be to actually buy something else. We also believe that we can increase customers' engagement with the brand and make the customer feel more like, well, this brand is really home for me. How we achieve this on the technical level is that we want zero code. We want anybody to be able to create their Metashop experiences themselves. We are creating an editor tool which will allow you to create branded 3D shops exactly like you were playing a video game. This will allow you also to create experiences around the product using mechanisms from video games to really point the fact that this is a different experience than traditional shopping. And also, we would give access to a whole level of assets gallery that anybody could use inside of their meta shops. Now, the accessibility factor is, of course, very important. We believe that the shop has to be accessible through a single link on a web browser, and then in the future be accessible on mobile as well. This would allow brands to be able to connect their shop to their socials, for example, but also on their website. So a user that's just browsing the website can see Discover in the Metaverse, just click on it, and then be transported to this virtual experience. We are also building the whole shopping mall experience, which will regroup all those different meta shop experiences in one place, like, well, almost an RPG game kind of feel. We don't want to revolutionize e-commerce, and we are going to implement this product where the traffic already is, and just adding, again, more value to it.
Here at DP Diamonds, we produce high-end bespoke jewelry, and we're passionate about bringing your ideas and designs to life.
This video has allowed us to showcase some of the different features that will be available in those meta shops and all the different themes and experiences that we can create. We're not limited by the laws of physics again, and we can be creative and really invent a whole world around the brand, around the theme. And some of the features have been showcased as well. The 3D inspection of a model if you want to buy a nice piece of jewelry. That would be a more informed purchase when you make it. Now, in terms of the roadmap and, well, where we have been and where we are going, we have started this year with the mint, raising funds, approximately up to $800,000 we raised from our NFT mint. We released the lofts at the same moment. In Q2, we already introduced our token. In a virtual manner, we sold it to the community and allowed the community to use it in our different, in our ecosystem. That's when the lofts, the alpha was released and anybody could access them to start using them. For Q3, the editor tool of Agoraverse, the Metashop builder, will be released and the Metashops will start to be accessible online to anybody. This is also when the first customized Metashops will be heading the public, so the ones that are made by our services, like showcased in the video. At the end of this year, we plan on having the Agora Token private sale, which I'm going to talk about, and have the actual editor tool released to the public, and so that anybody can start building their Metashop. For 2023, things are still to be decided, but the full experience of Agoraverse will be launched. We'll begin the creation of the Agora, which is the shopping mall experience. We will scale our team, and we will also start developing our mobile app. So, this all being said, the blockchain plays a major role in Agoraverse because, yes, we do cater these experiences to real-life businesses, but also to NFT projects like were showcased in the videos. And the blockchain is essential to make an NFT purchase. What is also interesting is that the blockchain allows, of course, for easy transactions, for costless transactions, and is an easy way of onboarding traditional companies into the Web3 space. This is where I can introduce the Agora token, and there are 3 categories of people that we see using this token. The visitors, of course, will be able to use the token in our different partnered Metashops to purchase some of the products that are in there. The sellers, so the people that will be able to open the Metashops, will be able to use the token to do this, and also to buy more Metashop features to add on their experience. We also want to create this creator economy where people with their Web3 development skills or with their 3D designing skills can contribute to the platform, and we can reward them using the token. The private sale will take place at the end of the year, with the token generation event also taking place at the same time. The funds generating from this token sale will allow us to scale, to create more Metashops, to develop our ecosystem, and to further fund the mobile application. We are pleased to announce that DigitalBits has decided to invest in the token, and it only made sense seeing their stance on consumer brands and what we are trying to achieve. We're really excited for the partnership, and I hope I could introduce the project as well as I could. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you around.